All right, guys, Coach Jim here, Tower 26. This is Chords and Core session number 15. Are we ready to go? Everybody hear me all right? All right, Meg B can hear me. That's all that counts. All right, guys, so remember, 60, 70, 80, 90 max effort. We're going to keep working up the ladder. We're adding more and more power week over week over week. So let's remember that and be able to climb that ladder. If you have a mini band available close by, we're going to be using these today. If you don't have one, no big deal. We're not worried about it. But if you do have one close by, keep it near. We are not going to use it. We're going to use it actually the first round, but not the first set. So put it on the side, have it handy. Let's make sure we are, like I said, pacing it out. Let's grab our cords. We got 3 by 45 seconds. 3 by 45 seconds to get going. Remember, we're not going to worry about going too hard too soon. Let's get the body warmed up and correctly execute each and every repetition, starting with that extension straight out from the shoulder into the setup, powering through all the way through to that flat hand. We want to ingrain perfect execution into our muscle memory. Don't let that wrist bend. So you're straight out, nose pointed down, elbow up into that Hulk position, open armpit, all the way through, pressing that water all the way back. 45 seconds, nice and easy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Start with those arms extended all the way out. We're not halving the stroke, starting halfway through. I want the full extension. Open the armpit into the setup, powering through. You're not going fast at all. Not a hard stroke. Just getting the correct movement patterns down. Believe me, we'll have plenty of time in this session for a hard stroke. Now is not the time. Just feel it out with your perfect execution. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Put your cords down. We're getting on our back. The first core exercise, you're going to come into a plank position. Arms going to be at your side. And all you're going to do is extend, point your toe, back to the start. Opposite foot. Extend, back to the start. The whole way through, you're not letting those hips sag. You're keeping them pressed up, and you're not letting them rock. Stay stabilizing the hips, stabilizing the glutes, and just a nice pace, left, right. We're going to do that for 45 seconds. You hold it for about a second at the top, and then return to the start position. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You're up in the bridge, and you just alternate right, left, in a controlled fashion. Relax your shoulders. Palms are flat on the ground. Stabilize with those glutes. Pull that belly button into the spine. Let that intrinsic core help you stabilize. You should feel that heel on the ground. Press up through that heel. That'll help engage the glute. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Grab your cords. We're back to 45 seconds. 45 seconds, nice and easy. Perfect execution. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Starting with that fully extended position. Open the armpit, get that palms facing behind you. Elbow stays up the whole way through. Drive that stroke all the way through, pressing that water back with that fully extended tricep at the end of your stroke. Make sure you get that big open armpit at the front of the stroke. Perfect execution. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now Now, if you have your mini band, let's put it above your knees. We're going to do the same thing with our bridges, leg extensions, but you're going to have the band around your knee, above your knees, forcing you to keep those legs wide and not letting them collapse in. So put the band, if you have the band. If you don't have the band, no worries. But if you have the band, put it above your knees. You come up in your bridge position, hands to your side, and same thing, extend that leg, but you can't let that band have any slack on it. You gotta keep those legs shoulder distance apart, keep the stress on the band. It's gonna help you engage those glutes. 45 seconds, same thing. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Just a good pace. Make sure you point that toe as you extend that leg. Hold it up there. Don't let those hips rock, guys. It's all about control. It's not about speed. If you have the band on, make sure there's tension on the band the whole way through. Don't let any slack by letting those knees fall together. If you don't have a band on, let's just make sure you're not letting those knees fall in. Good alignment the whole way through. Stabilizing with the glutes, stabilizing with the hip. Suck your belly button in your spine and breathe. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Last round of the warm-up. Grab your cords, 45 seconds, not a hard stroke. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nose is pointed straight down. If you were in the water would be hitting you right in the crown of the head. Hands are straight out, extended from the shoulders. Open the armpit, hands face behind you. Press that water all the way through with that high elbow. We're taking it nice and slow, guys. If you feel anything in the shoulder, anything in the trap, you got to open up the front end of that stroke a little bit. Make a little bigger diamond as you come through. So your two hands should make a diamond. If you're feeling it in the trap or the shoulder, you got to open the diamond, make it a bigger diamond, and get into those lats. Three, 2, 1. Good. One more round of your extensions. This time, if you're feeling pretty good and you got it down, you can try clasping your hands in front of you and doing it from that position. Just adds a little more instability to force you to focus and stabilize a little more with those hips and those glutes. So if you're comfortable and you want to try it, hands clasped together, come up in your bridge, and you extend from this position. So you have less stability because your hands aren't here helping you out. So you can try that if you're feeling good. 45 seconds, here we go. 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Nice pacing. Feel your midsection, that core stabilize. Don't let any rocking in there, guys. This is where you should be stabilizing as you're swimming. In that core, glutes slightly engaged, not letting that midsection have much rotational instability. Nice work, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Get a drink. Take your band off for now if you have it on. We're going to go single arm pulls. So while you're getting a drink, shaking it out, we're going to go to our single arm pulls. We're still recovering underneath. We're not recovering over like we did last week yet. So you're going to have that right hand straight out from your right shoulder. You're going to pull with your left from that extension position, open armpit, wrist firm, elbow over the wrist, and drive it all the way through. Every time, extend it out. Perfect execution every stroke. 60 seconds on your left arm, 60 seconds on your right arm. So here we go. Left arm in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Left arm. Full extension at the front of the stroke. Don't short the stroke. Do the entire correct movement pattern every stroke. Like I said, if you're feeling it in the shoulder, if you're feeling it in the trap, you got to drop that hand a little lower in your setup. Make sure that right hand stays straight out from the right shoulder. You don't let it travel over as you put the effort into the left side. Still controlled, guys. We're not going too fast. 60% effort. Perfect execution every stroke. 15 seconds. You're hinged at the hips. You're not letting that upper back crouch over. 3, 2, 1. Switch arms. Left hand is straight out from the left shoulder. Right arm. Right hand starts with that straight out extension. Opens that right armpit. Elbow stays above the firm wrist. You press that water all the way through to that fully extended tricep. Keep your fingers together. Don't let them splay apart. And you should feel a little tension in your forearm, which is helping you keep that wrist firm. Nose is straight down. And you're still making that half diamond as you set it up and pull through. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're going to go into a side plank. 45 seconds on your right, 45 seconds on your left. So you stack your feet, come up, keep those hips pressed forward. If you have a tough time doing this, you can put that inner leg down and hold that position. What you're focusing on, stabilizing that downside oblique, that downside glute, and making sure those hips stay forward and you don't let them sink back. So this is your modification if you have a tough time holding it. But if you're strong and you feel good, let's stack those feet and bring those hips up nicely. 45 seconds on your right, 45 seconds on your left. Here we go. 5, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Stay nice and strong. This oblique intrinsic core stabilization is huge for your swimming and being able to control that rotation throughout the stroke so you don't rotate too much. You can control how much rotation you put based on your effort. See a lot of athletes not engaging the intrinsic core, engaging those obliques. They rotate too much and it's like they're falling off the side of a cliff as they rotate back. You got to be able to stabilize. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Let's go on to the left side. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. You should have one side that feels a little better than the other side. It's totally normal. When you're doing these on your own, you just might want to spend a little extra time on the not so stable side. Belly button sucked in. Don't let those hips sag down. It's like there's a string pulling you up from that top of that hip. Staying nice. Line from your armpit all the way down to your ankle. Really open that chest with that top arm. Pull those shoulder blades back. Getting a stretch in that upper body. 3, 2, 1. Good. Grab your cords, back to our single arm pulls. Let's start with our right side this time. Start with your right arm, right hand straight out from that right shoulder. Left hand stays straight out from the left shoulder. Nice and stable. With that left hand straight out from left shoulder, you should feel a little bit of engagement there, just as you do when you're swimming. You can't totally let that just sag and be limp. That's where the shoulder issues come from. So you should feel that engagement and that stability in the shoulder as it stays out from that left shoulder. So we're going to stroke with our right arm. Keep that left hand straight out. 3, 2, 1. Right arm only. Left hand is straight out from the left shoulder. Starting that right hand straight out into that set up catch position. Hand is facing behind you. And drive it all the way through. Open that armpit to help you get that elbow over that firm wrist. Neutral spine, not looking up, you're not tucked down too much. So tilting, tucking, or lifting that head throughout the stroke. Good, stable, neutral spine. Ten seconds left on the right arm. 3, 2, 1. Left arm. Stabilize that right shoulder. Left hand starts straight out from that left shoulder. Open the armpit and drive it all the way through. Should feel a little tension in that left forearm, helping you keep that left wrist firm. Good, 30 seconds, guys. Still not a hard stroke. We're just getting the feel down. Doing enough hard work right now. You got to make sure that you're pacing it out correctly. Session after session after session, that's how the consistency happens. If you don't pay attention to the efforts, you're going to have a tough time with your consistency because you top out. So pay attention to your efforts. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back onto your right elbow. 45-second plank on the right side. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds. Open up that chest. Keep that right hip nice and firm. Don't let it sag. Feel that string pulling that left hip up. Right glute is engaged. Squeeze your butt cheeks together slightly. Good neutral spine again. Head is coming off that spine. Don't let it sag down. Don't let it crank up. Want to make sure we're paying attention to how we hold our head. Not only for spinal health, but it's helping us strengthen our upper back. Going to help us in our TT position. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. A lot of athletes have neck problems once they get into the TT position because that upper back isn't strong enough to hold the head up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Left side. Don't let the hips sag. Keep your hips pressed forward. Forward and up. Open up that chest. Neutral head position once again. Nice work, guys. Stay up. Stay nice and strong in that lower leg. Left glutes engaged. Slightly press those butt cheeks together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so we've done 2 rounds, right, left. I want you to start this round whichever side you think is your weaker side, whatever side felt a little more awkward in your one-legged, one-arm stroke. So maybe you're a lefty and your right arm felt a little more awkward. We're going to start with that weaker side. Whatever side you feel weaker on, I want you to start with that side. I want you to make sure that that opposite side you're not stroking with, that shoulder is nice and firm. So start with your opposite side. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice full extension at the front of your stroke. Nose is pointed straight down. Open that armpit. Fingers are pressed together. Get into that half diamond. Every single stroke, you start with that extension, open the armpit into the half diamond. Palm faces away. Elbow high, drive it all the way through. Keep that opposite arm, opposite shoulder nice and firm. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch arms. This should be your stronger arm. Probably the side that you like to breathe to. So keep that opposite arm, sorry, on my mind it's the left side. Keep that opposite shoulder nice and firm. As you fully extend, open armpit, half diamond. Drive the hand all the way through on that other side. Fingers are pressed together. Hinge at the hips. Don't let that upper back arc up. Nice flat back. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. To your right side plank. Right side plank, last round. Here we go, right side plank. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds. Stay strong the whole way through. Big deep breaths, good neutral spine. Open up that chest. Keep your hips pressed forward. Don't let that bottom hip sag towards the ground. Feel that intrinsic core turn on. Feel those glutes stabilize. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch on to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds, left side. Same thing. Good neutral spine. Open up that chest. Reach that hand up and away. Make sure those hips are up. Don't let them sag down. Make sure your hips are forward. Don't let them sag back. Suck your belly button into your spine. Drive up strong through that shoulder, guys. Big deep breaths, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get a drink, shake it out. Very nice, guys. All right. Let's get in some reps here. We're going to go 90-second build. 30 seconds at 60%, 30 seconds at 70%, 30 seconds at 80%. So we'll build over 30-second effort, 30-second intervals, 30 easy, 30 moderate hard. So we gotta make sure we're climbing the ladder and paying attention to those efforts like we talk about every single swim session. No different here. So 30-second easy, 60% effort, 30-second 70% effort, a little stronger, and 30-second 80% effort, which is that mid-aerobic range. So 90 seconds, 30, 30, 30. Here we go. Perfect execution the whole way through. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. You're using those traps to drive the paddles. 3, 2, 1. Full extension at the start. Open up the armpit. No different than our single arm. Set up, power through. Pay attention to that wrist, that you're not breaking the wrist, guys. Big open armpit, you're not opening a door as you pull those paddles through. 3, 2, 1. A little more power, 70% effort. Not much, just a little more. Make sure you're extending. Good extension at the front of your stroke. Remember, if you're not extending, you're not getting taut. There's slack in your body. You're going to sink. And it's like you got to keep fighting for air. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up again. 80%. A little more power, last 30 seconds. Still that full stroke, guys. Don't short it at all. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keeping on the same theme of control, I want you guys to get on your back. Hands under your butt. We're going to do some straight leg lifts. Nice and controlled. Toes pointed. Head about 6 inches off the ground. Looking straight up, come down, 6 to 12 inches off the ground, bring it back up. Now we got to make sure your lower back stays pressed into the ground, which is helping you by bringing that head off the ground. Hands stay under your butt. It's not about speed, it's about control. Keep your feet together, toes pointed, and you're controlling with that intrinsic core. Glutes are nice and tight. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 45 seconds. Nice and controlled. Not in a rush. It's not about how many reps you can get. It's about how good a control you have with that core. Just did kicking drills at the pool today. So many athletes try to kick as though they're runners. You need to kick from the hip, stabilize with the core as you do. Keep those legs out of the way, keep the body taut. You're kicking with those legs bent, not controlling with the core. Once again, you're gonna sink, cause drag. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your feet. Round 2, 90 seconds. Build every 30 once again. You guys are doing great. All right, make sure this hand stays together. Don't let those fingers splay apart. Here we go, 5 seconds. Start with 60% effort. 3, 2, 1. Reach way out at the front of your stroke, guys. Feel that stretch in the upper back. Come into that open armpit position. I want you to feel nice and long as you extend at the front of the stroke. Keep the wrist firm, drive it back. 3, 2, 1. A little more power. 70% effort, same thing. Nice, good stretch at the front of your stroke. We don't want any slack in the body. But we've got to make sure we're reaching from our lats and not turning on the traps, not turning on those deltoids as we do this. 2, 1, 80%, a little more power again. Climb the ladder. Fingers are still together. 15 seconds. Feel the tension in that forearm. Help you keep the wrist firm. Three, 2, 1. Good. Back to your leg lifts. Really great control on these guys. 45-second leg lift. Same thing as the first round. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Don't let those feet come down too close to the ground. Make sure that lower back stays pressed into the ground the whole way. As soon as it starts to come off the ground, bring those feet back up. Relax your shoulders. Suck the belly button into the spine. And reach those toes away from you. Nice straight legs. Not letting any slack in those legs. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. One more round of those. Grab your cords. All right, 30, 30, 30. Here we go, 5 seconds. Let's start at 60% effort, perfect execution. 3, 2, 1. Big stretch at the front of your stroke. Open up the armpit into the diamond. Elbow over those wrists. Wrists are firm. Fingers are pressed together. Big, long, powerful strokes, guys. Feel that upper back stretch as those hands extend away from you. 3, 2, 1. A little more power. Don't get sloppy. If you need to back the effort down to keep the stroke together, do it. Relax the shoulders, relax the traps. You're reaching with those lats. 3, 2, 1. Last 30 seconds, 80%. And you're powering with those lats. Fifteen seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last round of leg lifts. "45 seconds, control it." Here we go. Let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Reach those feet away from you. Legs are extremely straight. Control with that core. Slow it down if you need to. Press those feet together. Keep them out of the way. That's what we want when we're swimming. Keep the feet behind the hips in alignment. Reduce that drag. Very nice, guys. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get a drink. All right, while you get a drink, we're going to go back to our overarm recovery like we did last week. So we're going to be extended with our arms. You're going to stroke with your left arm, recover. Stroke with your right arm, recover. Now, we have to make sure that you're actively bringing the arm up and then entering at that angle as you enter the water. Stroke through, open the hip, bring the arm up, hip still open, and then you close the hip as you enter the water at the angle. We alternate sides. This is a very deliberate action, guys. I don't want any injuries. I don't want you just muscling through it. So you're going to stroke with your left arm, open your hip, recover, enter the water. Right arm, open your hip, enter the water, close your hip as you do. So our hips and our arms are moving together. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. You got to get the feel for it, but just make sure you're actively engaging that upper back the entire way through, keeping your mechanics together the entire way through. But I'll tell you, after doing this last week, then getting in the pool, it really, really helped that recovery and that entry and the hip timing with my stroke. So we're going to go for 45 seconds, alternating arms with that overarm recovery. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Open armpit, hand all the way through. Everything's the same. Just get those hips involved. You got to control the recovery as you do. Nose is pointed straight down. Stroke is exactly the same, what we've been working on. So don't get ugly just because you're doing something a little different. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, so now to kind of get some mobility back and make sure we're not tightening up the scapula, traps. You're going to drop your shoulders, relax your shoulders. We're going to do Y, T, W, L. Now the entire time, keep those shoulders back. Scapula pinch together. Y, T, W, L. And you should feel that scapula move as you do. Your traps are not at your ears. Your shoulders not at your ears. This isn't you. You got to relax the shoulders. Y, T, W, L. We're going to do that for 45 seconds. Control it and feel that scapula move as you do. 3, 2, 1. T. At your own pace. Not too fast, but feel the scapula pinch together as you move through the pattern. Suck your belly button in your spine. Keep your hips curled under you. Don't let those hips poke out. Relax your traps. Movement is coming from the shoulder blades. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. All right, 45 seconds back to our alternating. Make sure you're feeling those hips get involved, guys. You're not just swimming flat. Feel those hips open. Feel the hip closed. Rotate sides, 45 seconds. Keep that opposite arm straight out as you stroke. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It's not too fast. I'm not worried about speed. Nose is pointed straight down, and you're entering the water at an angle, guys. But as you enter, you're reaching that shoulder out, that lat out away from you. As usual, opening the armpit and driving that flat hand all the way through. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Good. Get that movement back. Relax your shoulders, shake it out. From that relaxed position, you're coming up to Y. So shake it out, relax, bring it up to Y. Drop your scapula. T, W, L. Let's do it. 45 seconds. Go. Keep your traps down, shoulders back. Pinch your shoulder blades together as you go through the pattern. Opening up that chest. Don't let those arms fall forward. Don't let your head poke forward. Your head should be in alignment with your spine, not here and not here. Good alignment. Looking straight ahead as you execute. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. One more time. 45 seconds. Alternating. Telling you guys, you swim tomorrow and you remember this feel, that hip hand entry using the rhomboid scapula, which you're turning on as you recover. It's going to change your stroke. So here we go. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep that opposite arm straight out from that shoulder as you stroke with the arm. Don't let it cross over. Finish your stroke all the way through. You should feel that hip open and hip close the whole way. Feel the timing. $15 seconds. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, one more YTWL. Everybody shake it out. Relax your shoulders. Relax your traps. Shake out your neck a little bit. From that relaxed position, let's bring it up. 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Feel those shoulder blades pinch together. Make sure you keep your shoulders back, guys. Don't let those shoulders creep forward. Problem with a lot of us who are on computers all day, those shoulders want to creep forward. We got to counteract that. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. All right, grab your cords. All right, we're going to finish off with 4 by 30 seconds, big power. Big power, guys. One big turnover, big power, 30 seconds. So you're going to keep that same long stroke, but you're going to really get that power involved in each stroke. So we got 30 seconds, big power. Got 4 times through. We got our core in between each. I'll show you that when we get there. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Perfect execution every stroke, but you guys are putting some big power into every stroke. Come on. Breathe. 10 seconds in. Extend at the front of the stroke. 10 seconds to go. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back. Not going to use the band yet. First round, no band. What you're going to do, come up to your position. And all you're going to do, we're going to do clam shells from your bridge position. So you come out, in. So you're using the glutes to bring the legs out, back and the shoulder distance apart. 45 seconds, bridge clam shells. Here we go. 3, 2, press up with your heels. Let's go. Stabilize with that intrinsic core. And feel those glutes turn on and control those legs as you come out. And the adductors turn on as you bring them back in. Control the movement. Once again, it's not about speed. And you're not coming in too far, guys. You're just coming in to your flat feet, shoulder distance apart. Suck your belly button in. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, back to your cords. 30 seconds, big power. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, guys. Perfect execution every stroke. Big, long, powerful strokes. 10 seconds in. Neutral spine. No tilting, tucking, or lifting of that head. 10 to go. Three, 2, 1. Good. All right, so if you have your mini band, let's put it above your knees. So we're going to do the same movement, which now you have the resistance of the band. You're going to come up, open up, control it in, just to the start position. Don't let your knees fall in so there's any slack in your band. Up, hold it. You're going to open, close, control. 45 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Feel those glutes turn on. Come to the outer edges of your feet. Then control it back to the start. Keep those hips up the whole way through, guys. Don't let them slack. It's hard to keep those hips up the whole way. Really concentrate on it. Full hip extension as you move those knees out and in. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Round 3. Grab your cords. "30 seconds, perfect execution, big power." Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You're starting. Let's go. Come on. Let's start with that full extension, guys. So we have our full stroke. Wrist is firm. 10 seconds in. Come on. 10 to go. Finish it off strong. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Good. That band on again. So once again, if you're feeling good, you want a little more of a challenge, clasp those hands ahead, in front, ahead, above you, sorry. Bring it up, and you do it from this position here. Just adding a little bit of instability because those hands are not helping you out. 45 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. If you're fine for the last round, keep those hands at the side. Just if you want more of a challenge, clasp those hands above you. Control the movement. Keep your hips up, guys. Don't let the hips sag. Keep the extension in those hip flexors. That means the glutes can turn on. Those hip flexors are tight. They're sagging, they're turned on. Your glutes can't work to their fullest ability. Three, 2, 1. Good. One more round. All right, for the last one, 30 seconds fast. Last 30 seconds, we drop it down to 80% effort. So it's a minute effort, 30 seconds like we've been doing, fast. And then we just drop the effort down slightly and finish at a tempo pace. So we don't take the foot off the gas completely. With big power to start. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys, big power. Start with those fully extended arms at hands at the beginning of your stroke. Open those armpits, 10 seconds in. Come on, you got a little more? Let's do it. Power's coming from the lats. Feel anything in the shoulder, the trap? Drop your hands a little lower as you pull through. 5, 3, 2, 1. Now back the effort off slightly, but keep it at an 80% effort. Perfect execution every stroke. Fifteen seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice. One more round of clam shells and we're done. If you have your band, put it above your knees. 45 seconds. Keep those hips up. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really control the movement. Don't get sloppy. Suck your belly button in your spine. Pretend there's a string pulling your pelvis straight up to the sky. So a great exercise to do right before you get on the bike. Get those glutes firing, get those hip flexors extended. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. You can stay on the ground. Just get that usual upper back shoulder stretch we've been doing. So lean back on your heels or as far back as you can get, and you really press down into the ground. Keep those forearms on the ground. Try to get your forehead into the ground. And as you loosen up, walk those fingertips away from you so you should feel the lat, shoulder, upper back stretching. Let's go into that position now. 3, 2, 1. Walk those fingertips away as you loosen up. This is where you need to be feeling that stretch at the start of your stroke. Upper back, lat. Let's go into our cat-cow again. Up onto your hands and knees. You're going to breathe in as you go into the cat, and then breathe out. Or sorry, as you go into the cow, breathe out as you go into the cat. Press up through the hands. And just follow the breath. Hollow out that chest as you exhale all that air. All right, let's lean back onto our heels. Stretch that upper back again. Forehead to the ground. Walk those fingertips away from you. Just relax into it, guys. Big, deep breaths. All right, one more time into your cat-cow. Hands and knees. Breathe in. And out. Go at your own pace. Just follow the breath. All right, guys. Nice work. Chords and core session number 15. Done. Way to work. Make sure you stay nice and loose and limber. Stay hydrated. Stay on top of those electrolytes and those calories. You got a big week of training ahead of us, guys. So let's do this thing. Coach Jim, out. Great work, guys.